In this video, I'm going to talk about mindfulness meditation versus meditation for relaxation, particularly in the context of addiction recovery. This is Eddie, and Margaret Kirshner and I are a Mindful Emergence, where we support people's individual spiritual transformation by accessing their own inner resources using mindfulness movement and breathing practices. And if you want more information about what we do, you'll find a link down in the description with this video. So as a certified alcohol and drug counselor, a person in long-term recovery, as someone who's been doing and teaching meditation and yoga for quite a while, and having worked with thousands of people in addiction recovery through treatment centers and otherwise, I've come to realize that there's a big misunderstanding about meditation. Now, the first point I want to make is there's a lot of different kinds of meditation, okay? But I think what is most misunderstood is how meditation can help those of us who want to find and sustain recovery. And unfortunately, there are many people misunderstanding this who are running treatment centers. Okay, and I know that's not a popular opinion, but that's just how I see it. So let's talk about this a little bit. And I'm going to give you a study to back up what I'm saying in just a moment. So meditation for relaxation, fantastic. I mean, how can you argue with anything that'll help us relax? Very, very helpful. But the thing about meditation for relaxation alone is it doesn't help us learn to better understand ourselves, to understand our mind, and be able to get in our body in a way that helps us avoid using again if we're in recovery. Mindfulness involves a purposeful, a non-judgmental focus on our feelings, our experiences, our internal and external processes in the moment. And rather than trying to escape from painful experiences, mindfulness meditation really encourages us to sit quietly by ourselves, with ourselves, and pay close attention to our thoughts and feelings without trying to fix them. And it's not about apathy, suppression of feelings, but rather the freedom to experience it fully and strategically learn how to respond. There's this thing called automatic pilot. It's operational for everyone, where when we get triggered or stimulated in a certain way, we have a tendency to react. And we tend to have a go-to pattern of reactivity that we think is going to keep us safe. The problem is, for those of us in addiction recovery, it takes a long time to rewire the brain, develop new coping strategies, and be able to not go into automatic pilot and react, but rather than respond. So let me talk about the study, and I'm going to read some stuff right here because I want to get this straight. This is important. So there was a study done by the International Journal of Neuropsychopharmacology, International Journal of Neuropsychopharmacology. And in that study, researchers brought in 68 drinkers. Now, these were people who drank heavily, but weren't actually wouldn't qualify for alcohol use disorder. All right. So half of them were trained to practice mindfulness, and the other half were encouraged or given an opportunity just to practice simple relaxation techniques. And the way they were presented, it was difficult to tell one from the other. And this was a double-blind study. I mean, it met all the standards, right? So here's what happened. It was an 11-minute process, right? That's all. And then the participants were encouraged to do the practice for the following week. Here's what happened when they did the studies. They found out that the mindfulness group in the following week had consumed roughly equivalent to 3 pints less of beer. Now, if you're drinking, a case a day, that's not much. But remember, these people aren't in severe alcoholism. They're just drinking heavily. So 3 pints less a week, that's something, right? The other people, The people who were just doing relaxation, wait for it, no change whatsoever. Okay? So there have been numerous studies, and if you look into it, you can find out where they've talked about how it impacts the brain doing mindfulness meditation. And in as quickly as 3 weeks, doing regular ongoing meditation practice, you can start seeing changes in how the brain works. And this impacts the whole neurophysiology and really creates an opportunity for us to spend less time activated in the sympathetic fight or flight nervous system, where we tend to go into automatic pilot and react, and instead helps us calm down and be able to be more in the parasympathetic nervous system, where we can pause and respond. And while all this is happening, we start to see patterns in our thinking. We start being able to better tune into our body, notice what we're feeling, and maybe create a little bit of space where we can start noticing something that's happening and not react to it. So this, I think, is just further proof that doing mindfulness meditation can and will make a difference if it's done consistently. So if you have any questions, give me a call. I'll be happy to talk to you. To me, this is a really important topic. Obviously, if you like this video, we appreciate you hitting the like button. Comments are always welcome. And of course, we have almost 100 videos now on our channel. So you can look around and see what else there is. And if you want to make sure you get future videos, please subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any.